Good morning, everyone. I'm Kelsey Marier. Thanks so much for being here for another edition of Morning Pulse. It is Tuesday, December 16th, and I am bringing you top headlines for Southeast Minnesota and Northern Iowa today. Today I have 4 headlines to bring you so that you know what's going on in the communities around you, and then I'll touch a little bit on the weather, and then I'll let you go about the rest of your day. We are going to start with a story that is affecting Minnesota and the governor of our state here. So it's something that's happening today, and we want to put it on your radar. So what we know right now is that in an effort to reduce gun violence in Minnesota, Governor Tim Walz is planning to sign 2 executive orders today. So those orders, what we have learned about them, will establish a statewide safety council, provide more data on what gun violence costs our state, and will improve education on safe gun storage. He's going to be joined by some other legislative leaders, some different state departments, and advocates. So again, signing 2 executive orders today in an effort to reduce gun violence in the state of Minnesota. That is set to start at 11:30 this morning. You can look for full details about what kind of comes out of this signing of these executive orders today on our noon news. Obviously that airs at noon, or on our website, kttc.com. All right, next up we are going to Fillmore County, where a Canton man has appeared in court to discuss some pre-trial matters. On your screen here is 29-year-old Ethan Olson. He is charged with 32 felony counts for allegedly possessing child sex abuse materials. Court records are showing that he is a repeat offender. He's got 2 prior convictions for the same type of crime. He was arrested, you may remember, back in March. We did cover that. That was following a lengthy investigation by the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. He does remain now in the Fillmore County Jail. Right now, the only thing that we're waiting to hear or learn more about to kind of advance the story is that we're waiting to find out when his next court date will be and his next hearing or anything like that. So no word on that. However, he did just appear in court this week. All right, our third story is taking us into Northern Iowa, where we have an update there. The planned implosion of the Black Hawk Bridge, it's over the Mississippi River right in Lansing, Iowa. The implosion is being pushed back by 1 day this week. So just wanted to let drivers know in that area. So the bridge is now going to be demolished on Friday morning at 9:30. It was originally set to be demolished on Thursday of this week. Also, crews say Saturday is going to serve as a backup day if needed. If there's any weather implications that could affect that implosion. The bridge has been closed, you may remember, since October. We also reported on that. A new one is expected to open in 2027. There were some structural issues with this bridge. Officials have really outlined a safety plan for the demolition and what that's all going to entail. And if you want to read more about that, we have that plan on our website, kttc.com, as well as on our KTTC mobile app. So feel free to go and check that out for more details on the safety plan. But again, demolition for this bridge in Lansing, Iowa is being pushed back just by 1 day this week. And finally, a little bit of an update from a fun, festive downtown Rochester event. It happened about a week ago, the 2nd annual Downtown Dazzle Parade, which you're seeing video here on your screen. It was a whole lot of fun. A lot of people turned out. Well, because it was such a success, organizers are already looking to next year's event. So we wanted to bring you some details about that so you can mark your calendar early. So one of the organizers, Bradley Trahan, he posted an update about this year's light parade online, saying that more than 70 volunteers had come together to make this light parade a big festive success. There were 60 different units involved. The parade cost about $16,000 to put it on and put it together for the community, but it brought in $18,000 in revenue, which is good, coming out positive. So those extra $2,000 are going to go to the Salvation Army, all in an effort to try to keep this event a nonprofit event. So giving back to those area organizations that we have. Trahan says the mission behind this parade is pretty simple: bring joy and happiness to the community. I think that's exactly what happened here. That being said, the date is already set for next year's Downtown Dazzle Light Parade, so mark your calendars. It's going to be happening Saturday, December 5th, which is also the same date as our KTTC Toy Drive with Christmas Anonymous. So a very festive day coming up on December 5th in 2026. Of course, we hope to see you at the Toy Drive, but we also hope that you can come out and enjoy the Downtown Dazzle Light Parade, of course, next year. All right, those are all the news headlines I have for you on this Tuesday morning. Last little bit I'll update you on is the weather for our Tuesday. So you're going to notice those temperatures are definitely inching up, especially after quite a cold weekend that we had, the Arctic blast. We don't have to worry about any kind of Arctic blast coming our way for the next several days. We're kind of seeing more almost like spring-like temperatures, early March potentially is what meteorologist Ted Schmidt was kind of saying. So that's kind of good news, but warmer weather is just kind of going to follow. Warmer weather relative, obviously, for December this time of year. So keep that in mind. We do have the potential for rain and snow a couple days later this week, but the weekend looks great. So if you have any holiday plans to get to for Saturday or Sunday, the weather is going to be in the 20s, but it's going to be calm and partly sunny for those days. So just something to think about in the days ahead. All right, that is all that I have for Morning Pulse today for you. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you right back here tomorrow for your Wednesday.